Westworld. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I ain't have to cut in half, ayy. I said I've been slaving, dawg, let me see the money, ayy. Now I'm popping, ooh, they looking at me funny, ayy. I was in the rain, waiting for these sunny days. Made it through, you can tell me I don't love this, say. On my way to that show, told them pipe down, I don't need no hoes. I've been out with my bros, even back then I knew I'd grow. Now I'm knocking down these doors, they ain't keeping up when I switch these flows. They don't want no smoke, can't get hot, I can been so low. I've been trying to get it, told them I'ma run it up. Out all night, so I told them go and fill my cup. Now they texting, but back then they never showed me love. They been hating since day one, dawg, you looking sus. Now they switching sides, I can't mess with y'all. I could tell they ain't real, I can't get involved. Ooh, I seen them now, and they tryna call. Ooh, this summer's mine, but they tryna watch me fall. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the Westworld. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the Westworld. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the Westworld. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the Westworld. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I ain't have to cut the net, ayy. I said I've been slaving, dawg, let me see the money, ayy. Now I'm popping, ooh, they looking at me funny, ayy. I was in the rain, waiting for these sunny days. Made it through, you can tell me I don't love this, say. On my way to that show, told them pipe down, I don't need no hoes. I've been out with my bros, even back then I knew I'd grow. Now I'm knocking down these doors, they ain't keeping up when I switch these flows. They don't want no smoke, can't get hot, I can been so low. I've been trying to get it, told them I'ma run it up. Out all night, so I told them go and fill my cup. Now they texting, but back then they never showed me love. They been hating since day one, dawg, you looking sus. Now they switching sides, I can't mess with y'all. I could tell they ain't real, I can't get involved. Ooh, I seen them now, and they tryna call. Ooh, this summer's mine, but they tryna watch me fall. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the Westworld. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the Westworld. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the Westworld. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the Westworld. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I ain't have to cut the net, ayy. I said I've been slaving, dawg, let me see the money, ayy. Now I'm popping, ooh, they looking at me funny, ayy. I was in the rain, waiting for these sunny days. Made it through, you can tell me I don't love this, say. On my way to that show, told them pipe down, I don't need no hoes. I've been out with my bros, even back then I knew I'd grow. Now I'm knocking down these doors, they ain't keeping up when I switch these flows. They don't want no smoke, can't get hot, I can been so low. I've been trying to get it, told them I'ma run it up. Out all night, so I told them go and fill my cup. Now they texting, but back then they never showed me love. They been hating since day one, dawg, you looking sus. Now they switching sides, I can't mess with y'all. I could tell they ain't real, I can't get involved. Ooh, I seen them now, and they tryna call. Ooh, this summer's mine, but they tryna watch me fall. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the Westworld. I'm next, so feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm balling on a West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net, ho, yeah. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next, so feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm balling on a West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net, ho. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next, so feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm balling on a West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net, hey. I said I've been slaving, dog, let me see the money, hey. Now I'm popping, ooh, they looking at me funny, hey. I was in the rain, waiting for these sunny days. Made it through, you can tell me I don't love to say. I'ma wait till that show, told them pipe down, I don't need no hoes. I've been out with my bros, even back then I knew I'd grow. Now I'm knocking down these doors, they ain't keeping up when I switch these flows. They don't want no smoke, can't get hot, I can been so low. I've been trying to get it, told them I'ma run it up. Out on night, so I told them go and fill my cup. Now they texting, but back then they never show me love. They been hating since day one, dog, you looking sus. Now they switching sides, I can't mess with y'all. I could tell they ain't real, I can't get involved. Ooh, I seen them now, and they tryna call. Ooh, this summer's mine, but they tryna watch me fall. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next, so feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm balling on a West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net, ho. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next, so feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm balling on a West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net, ho, yeah. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next, so feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm balling on a West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net, ho. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next, so feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm balling on a West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net, hey. I said I've been slaving, dog, let me see the money, hey. Now I'm popping, ooh, they looking at me funny, hey. I was in the rain, waiting for these sunny days. Made it through, you can tell me I don't love to say. I'ma wait till that.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast, man, on this YouTube channel, man. I'm Jeremy Jones, and I make content about sneakers. If you like sneakers, you are in the right place. I do occasional try-on hauls, so smash that like button, sub up to the channel, and also sign up for the Discord. I had the link pinned up at the top of the chat, so y'all make sure y'all sign up for that. And I'm gonna let my homie go ahead and introduce himself.
Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? I hope everybody had a great holiday, man. We're back with another one, man. If you guys can't see, it's a different setting. Like I told you guys, I was moving. I finally got settled into my new place. Got everything up and running.
Homie said he in a mansion now.
Yeah, oh yeah. You guys know. But yeah, we're back up and running. So let's resume regularly scheduled program.
Most definitely.
But, also, sorry to cut you off, but I gotta put out there before anybody else does, coming from me, man. Very nice collection, man. You've done your work, you put in your work, and you've reaped the benefits of everything you've done, man. And I just gotta tell you, from your friend of nearly 20 years, you've earned everything that you got, and I respect your hard work. I respect your craft, and very nice collection, man. And just love what you earned and love what you got, man, because you've worked hard and you deserve it.
Much appreciated, man. Means a lot. That collection, I can't tell you when I actually truly. The thing is, my collection, right? I've been into sneakers so long. I didn't even realize I was collecting sneakers back then. I was just buying shoes because I liked them. I bought what I like, and then you blink your eye about a couple years later, and you're like, "Holy crap!
Yeah,
Dang,
and
what
you
what
look
about?"
back.
Yeah, I'm like, "Oh snap! What have I got into?" Because those drop front shoe cases wasn't always there. It was pretty much the shoe boxes, so I really wasn't thinking about
Yeah.
it. But I noticed I never really tripped, and then once I finally started to I slowly started to realize I was a collector when I was getting to the point where I was just scrambling through them boxes to find the shoes, man. Because it was getting
Mhm.
overwhelming. But anyway, man, appreciate that. Always
Yeah.
appreciate the
But
love.
hey, another thing. I showed three different people at work your video, and one of the guys. Well, everybody had their comments. One of the guys, he said some stuff that I don't want to say on live because everybody can't relate to the words that he used. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep that, off live. I'll tell you later.
Yeah, just hit me offline. Hit me
Yeah,
online.
yeah. Another friend was like, "That's your friend?" Like yeah, like like not to say like you not to say that you're nobody, but the way he said it was like that you're like this big superstar. You know what I'm saying?
I
You
wish.
know, like he said it like he can't believe that I could be friends with somebody like you. Like yeah, that's why hey, I know.
Man, we
Come on
ain't.
now,
I'm doing.
exactly,
I'm not
exactly.
doing nothing nobody else can do, man. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
exactly, exactly. And the last guy, he said, "Yo, where you get those cases from?"
The link is in the description. Just
Yeah,
answer.
so yeah, so everybody had a different opinion of your collection, which were all good, but
Most
yeah, like I
definitely.
say, so that just lets you know that everybody sees it.
Most definitely. And doing a collection video, everybody, um, one of the reasons why, and I can't speak for all sneaker YouTubers, but one of the reasons why they do them, but you see why we put it off because honestly, sometimes I'm like, man, it's not, I don't have that many shoes. Oh, I'm shooting this video, and I got like honestly, I thought I was gonna be done in X amount of time. It took way longer than I wanted to. And I was explaining this to Dunks offline earlier. I'm like, yo, trust me, it's a video. It's definitely a video you don't do, but like if you're lucky, if you can do it once a year, man, because it's time consuming, you know.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
you also have to, and then you would think I was like, maybe if I do one, then the next one I only got to explain my new shoes and I don't have to
Mhm.
explain my oldest. But really, I would have to because there's new people always constantly signing up and subbing to the channel, so they may not want to go down that rabbit hole like some people do. So it's a gift and a curse. But
It's
I loved it and I don't regret it. Definitely took me down memory lane for a minute for sure.
it's almost like moving. Like you don't realize just how much shit you actually got until
Exactly,
you gotta deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. That's what that was. And y'all know what that's one of the reasons, not only because I wanted to make sure I had all my shoes, which those three pairs of shoes that I ordered, one of them actually is officially going to be, it's expected to be delivered tomorrow. So I should have that video ready. I might drop it. If it get here in time and everything go right, I might drop it Friday just to start it off. And of course, y'all see the topic though. We're talking Eastbay. And everybody's got it. We got to go down the history of eBay a little bit. Just speak our experiences on that. They are closing down at the end of the year, but technically, is it really though? And I say that because really, it's all a part of that same chain of like Foot Locker, Foot Action.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's all in the same chain. Maybe they're just closing that specific section down. I'm gonna read up on the article, share the screen here with us, and see what it's really actually about, what's popping off. But I remember when we were getting the catalogs in the mail every month, man. That was amazing.
Yeah. And you know what? I think I'm gonna piggyback off what you said about like it already being like kind of tied to these bigger chains. I think yeah, that got a lot to do with it, and that's just like you got to think when they have a business and they are running all these different sections, but essentially doing the same thing. You got to think, well, we're all doing the same thing, but there's certain departments or certain ones that's outselling others. So what would save us more money? Because it's really not benefiting us to keep three departments doing the same thing when two are pulling in the numbers double of what that one is doing. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. Most definitely.
So it's kind of like it's like you got to take it from the classics, simple mathematics.
Most definitely. Because I mean, Yeah, I just come with the game. You got, people don't
Yeah,
really people know about East Bay, but they don't know about East Bay. You know what I mean?
and
Just
also and also with now with sneakers and all these other boutiques and everything that you can when get your shoes from. Why would you need to flip through a magazine? You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I
This
mean,
is
they
the
took it.
this
They
is the
took it online, but I feel like they never tried to
but
add
it, but
on
it's
to it.
it's still outdated compared to what what we're using in today's times. You know what I'm saying? Where you don't really need a login. I mean, technically you do, but you log in once, and like, and I feel like with Eastbay and stuff like that is one of those where you have to log in every time that you try to purchase something from them, and it would just feel like an old-fashioned website, not anything that, like I say, we're used to, because we're all used to sneakers, we're all used to Foot Locker, we're all used to all these apps that as soon as you open them, boom, it's right there in your face. You don't
Yeah,
gotta go through the pages and shit.
yeah, true, true. Yeah, you're right. They just never really adapted to it. And then another thing I want to touch on tonight. I don't think I've seen anybody kind of covering this, but I did find like an article about pretty much Nike calls out StockX for more fakes, selling more fakes in their lawsuit. So I want to touch on that, get a little update. This is from December 15th. I don't know how I missed it, but then again, it was also that time where we're getting ready to do our top 5 sneakers, and that honestly, that's one of those videos that it required a lot more thought than what I really think it didn't. So it is what it is. So let me touch the chat real quick and then we'll dive in. Kind of already did there anyway. We got Kwame in the building. Kwame says, yo. Kwame says, that collection vid is wow. Appreciate that, Kwame. Appreciate it. We have Dunks. Welcome back, everyone. Hope y'all had a safe and memorable Christmas. Now back to business. Most definitely, man. This is one of the good times of the year where family really, you don't work all year and you can finally, if you're lucky, you can just get like
Hey, yo,
a little.
sorry to cut you off. Uh, I talked to I got a friend at work into shoes. He just sent me a video or a pickup that he just got. He's new into shoes, but he sorry for everybody. He's a Cowboys fan, so I kind of led him in a direction of the shoes he should get, and this was his pickup.
Let's see. Let's see how
Sorry, sorry, sorry about if it's kind of blurry, but
it looks like some 13s.
yeah, the 13s, Flint
The
13s,
Princeton
yeah.
30. Oh, of course. I mean, what a way
His
to start the ball game.
yeah,
Dang, those,
his his first pickup, yeah,
that's a dope fire first pickup.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to start him off. So, and you said he's a Dallas fan.
He's a Cowboys fan, so I
Okay,
kind of tried to steer him in a way that of a shoe that's kind of an entry level, but would get him to the point that he was trying to make. And I was like, what better shoe than the Flints? You know what I'm saying?
most definitely. I respect it. I respect it all the
So
way.
yeah, and
Yeah,
proud for him. So I'm gonna talk to him later.
most definitely. So, let me continue down the chat. Salutes to the homie for picking up his flints. Let's see. Let's see. Man with the kicks in the building says Europe. Big facts. Kwame J. Brooks in the building says, hey yo, hope everyone had a great Christmas weekend. Most definitely, man. Hope y'all had great times with your family. And you already know how New Year's get down, man. And funny is New Year's starts, it's gonna count on that Sunday, but it's New Year's Eve, we're gonna do the countdown. You think we should do a live on New Year's Eve or what's up? What you think?
I mean, hey, I'm
We
with
might
it.
we might do a small kickback, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't, unless something crazy pops off from Wednesday till I'll say Saturday, we may just hop on this joint for like, just kick back, chill, do what we do, catch up, and do that.
Yeah.
Do it that way.
Hmm.
A little small, little kickback, little small 30 minutes to an hour. And everybody,
Yeah.
just to wish everybody a happy new year because, and I know everybody most likely might be stepping out. So we'll do it around the same time, but be off in like 30 minutes in an hour. You know what I'm saying?
Just a small little hey, everybody, shouts out to yeah, quick little one, and obviously, it's gonna have to be like early because we're all on different time differences. So your midnight is definitely a lot of you guys. Midnight is definitely not gonna be my midnight. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's
So
why we could just do it at regular time, do a little kickback. We don't have to bring in we don't have to do a whole countdown unless you want to.
okay, no, we can't because for your 12
Yeah,
o'clock it would only be my 9 o'clock. So you know what I'm saying?
exactly. So yeah, we just do the regular time, and then we'll be back with. And then, honestly, we should start. Go ahead and just say what we've been saying we're gonna do. Music Mondays. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
Yeah,
topics to cover there. Easily, we can do.
yeah.
I see so many videos from even whenever there's nothing current going on, we can go down. We already do it on the Discord anyway. We just bring in
Mhm.
what we doing in that music section, in the Discord. Everybody is exactly what we're gonna do when we bring out Monday, Music Monday, starting this Monday. You know what I'm saying? We might as well
Mhm.
go in with a bang. You know, I know it's gonna be a slow start, slow kick to it, but me and Dunks, we've done it for over a year now, and we watched the growth, so I think we don't mind. It's kind of like pre-starting over, but we still gonna be on the regular scheduled program, just Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. But we definitely got to have a Music Monday, man, because think about it. That's Monday is the best day because a lot of stuff pop off over the weekend. You know, we got that stuff,
Mhm.
so it
Yeah,
makes sense.
agree.
Falls right in there. Um, Kwame says, "Hope everyone had a good Christmas. Now we ready for New Year's. Most definitely. We got S. Scott in the building. Says, what up? Just took 3 L's on Jordan 2 Hibbett's raffle, but YouTuber screaming easy cop, shaking my head. Wow. I mean, at the end of the day, uh, they're thinking from like the sneakerhead perspective, like nobody ain't gonna care about it. But these are gonna bring those Jordan 2 Chicago's are gonna bring out a lot of OG heads, like people who used to be in the collecting or people who just all out like true like Jordan fan. You know what I'm saying?
I honestly don't think that it's a bad shoe.
It doesn't look bad. The only thing that's killing me is that silhouette. But I mean, it's definitely a shoe that what you're on the fence. It's gonna make you think. Because I'm thinking, because I'm like, man, no. I'm telling myself no, but I keep pondering and looking at it, and it doesn't help that I don't shoot a video. I'm gonna drop that video tomorrow. The drip flipper skip on those, as a matter of fact, because they drop Friday. So I'm
It's
just like,
just is more of you say you're telling yourself no, but it's more of just the fact that it's like almost it's like in your DNA now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, like this
Like
because I'm. It's one of if it wasn't like an OG, I wouldn't even bat my eye at it. But it's like okay, well, this is an OG, so like I'd be like having a special place in my heart for the OGs, and I'm like, man,
yeah, of course.
that's the hard part. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Even I'm still kind of mad that I should have just went on and picked up those Centric sevens, and I know they're
The
sitting at like
citrus,
probably the Citrix joint. I should have picked
really?
those joint. Yeah, I should have picked them up just because it's a shoe that came out around our school time. That
Hmm.
my daddy said no, he not that he couldn't afford them. He just didn't believe in paying $100 for shoes, and I don't
Ah, the
think
days.
I'm pretty sure that's I don't know if I was working, I most likely would have caught, but I don't think they came out when I actually started working. So that's tell you so I gotta get back on that grind, man. I don't want to feel like I'm becoming into a hype beast, but there are at least 3 more shoes on the hit list. I'm just letting I see that these shoes are sitting there for a minute on that Zaya Kicks joints. I know why they're sitting because everybody don't went for the major heat. So we're gonna have to let things kind of, bounce back. And then for me personally, I know rent right around the corner because that's the one thing about New Year's. So once I get the chips in the right dip, I'm gonna go back in there. There's 3 more on I'm gonna
Yeah.
grab back in there. So
Did all those Travises and the off white fours that they all sell out? Because last time I was on there, they were still there.
I don't know. I don't know.
This guy, okay. Would you
Man, you
you bought
trying?
them all? Did you buy them all or something? You don't
I
tell
don't.
nobody.
I don't know, but I will find it that like even though I had checked out like with one big checkout, they're still sending the shoes each individually boxed. Like it's still like you bought each one separately, even though you got one transact. Actually, no, it showed as multiple transactions on my card. I'm like, wow, I could have just checked out, went back, checked out, and did all that. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, eBay kind of did it for you, so
Hmm.
but most definitely still got some heat on there. They had over a couple thousand, few thousand shoes on there. They're down to like 400 something now. So they definitely
Sheesh.
they moving weight.
And fast.
Exactly, because it's only been on there for like what, over a week now, if that.
Yeah.
Definitely that. So you know what I'm saying?
Oh, considering fucking 100 and something thousand pair of shoes can sell out in 10 minutes. So, you
Yeah.
know,
And
you know,
the thing is, he's selling them. I will say this: they are being fair because they're selling it at market. They're not trying to. He just trying. Honestly, I feel like this dude just trying to break even on the probably the damn lifestyle slash attorney fees. Because I know the attorneys them. If your attorney telling you to sell all this to get some revenue, that means they need their bag too.
I'm sure, uh, probably, I say probably 4 sessions with his attorney probably took everything that he made in his whole sneaker career.
A good one, yeah, most definitely. I
Yeah,
ain't
I'm
even gonna
saying,
argue
I'm
that.
sure,
Yeah.
I'm sure he don't got a cheap one.
Mm-mm.
So I'm saying, I'm sure probably 3 to 4 sessions probably took everything that he made in his whole career. So yeah, he has no choice but to sell inventory.
Damn, it still was a crazy inventory though.
Yeah, and I guarantee you, that's probably still not gonna make up what he spent on attorneys and going
He'll
to
be
court and shit.
happy. He'll be happy. Well, he gonna come out in the hole.
Oh yeah, for sure he is.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
gonna come out in the hole.
is no way that he's like the only positive that's gonna come out of this is that everybody who sued him or everybody that filed a lawsuit against him is taken care of and he served no jail time. That's literally the only positive that he's gonna have out of this. Because I mean, money wise, oh he's gonna need a bigger shovel to dig himself out.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. I said the best he can hope for is no jail time, and everybody got what they asked for to a certain extent.
Hmm.
That's the best thing he can hope for. Is to keep it 100. Um, let's see. Manny with the kick says Europe. Manny with the kick says big facts. Kwame Jay Brooks says, "Hey yo, hope everyone had a great Christmas weekend." What up, Jay Brooks?
Yo,
Um, Yeah, read. I think I read some of these already. Let me see. Yeah, I read that one. Read that one. Let's see. Kwame says, "Damn, 3 L's on a two. I thought they'd be an easy cop. I thought they'd be easy too. Okay, so that's letting us know the difficulty level on these twos. And see, that also don't help the situation too. Now it's gonna make me thinking more like, am I missing out on something where like it's gonna shoot up and I'm gonna regret that I didn't go for them?
what do you really see them going like max? What do you see the cap for them?
Well, they 200, right? And when I checked at the time, they were doing $235, like only $35 over. So pretty much retail. Um,
I say I see them like no more than 400.
they're gonna climb for sure. It's a shoe that's gonna stay at that price, and then by this time next summer, and then the years to come, they're only gonna go up over the years because they're not gonna restock it again for a long time. And then there's gonna be those people who remember that joint and grab that joint, and then now value as the people see the sales starting to move, they're gonna jack up the price a little bit. Never fails.
Okay.
So I think they're gonna go up to at least 400 on the low end side of things, but you're easily gonna be probably paying 500 for that shoe
Okay.
within a year to 2 years max. But it's not gonna touch 1,000.
Nah, nah, of course not.
Yeah. G the Knight says, "What's good, fam? What up, G?"
Yo,
Manny with the kick says, "Dang, S. Scott, I haven't seen the stock numbers for the Jordan 2s. I can't remember what they said. I thought I seen them, but I can't remember. It could be another shoe." Jay Brooks says, "Add G tonight. What up, though?" G tonight says, "Jay Brooks, yes, sir." Karen K says, "I used to look forward to eBay catalog back in the days. Most definitely. I'm sure we all did. You know what I'm saying?" Um, let's see. Manny with the kick says, me and Dunks used to be over the phone sometimes with, looking at this shit. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Um, Manny with the kick says, "Same here." Karen, Manny with the kick says, "The best live of this year, sold out edition." Um, that'll be dope. You know, definitely can do. We're gonna do that on Saturday. Just a nice little kickback where we just kicking and cooling and just being us, man. Which we do that anyway, but it's like without a little. We just talk. We'll talk probably upcoming sneaker releases that we're anticipating next year, something like that. And I ain't even gonna name it. I might name it that just for the live, but I'll put like New Year's mini celebration or something in there too. I'll get. I'm gonna work on the title.
Yeah, man. Make sure you bring your beers and blunts.
Uh, well, that'll be every live that I've ever done since we started.
You know, you know.
It won't be nothing but a regular thing to me at that point. Um, Yeah, so Karen K says facts, and many Karen K says I heard a lot of stores don't have men pairs in yet for the Air Jordan 2s. Kwame says I thought about it. I don't have any twos, but I'm gonna wait a few weeks for the Mars 5s. Okay, yeah, I saw you put that in the chat or in one of my videos. I remember because I went through down the I caught up on the
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
caught up on
Kami.
Kwame. Y'all like them joints?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. I'm going for them.
I be
I'm
so
waiting for them. January 14th.
I'm so selective for my fives, man. I'm very
And I
selective.
guarantee you they probably gonna get pushed back.
No, I think Nike all caught up now, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Um, let's see where we are. Left off on Kwame's joint. Let's see. Let's see. I'm not sure how to say this name. I'm gonna just say Gramello. I'm my bad if I'm butchering that. Rocking my Terra Forwards right now. Okay, okay, that's what's up. Them off white joints. Okay,
Ooh, okay.
the boot joints. Yeah. What
Yeah.
colorway you get? You get the white joints or the brownish color? Which colorway you get? Um, ICP Millionaire says blessed to y'all. What up? Um, Derek Donnie says, I think stock is low on the twos. Kwame says, how does those terraformers feel on foot? And it says, all Sway 5 is a hard for me to pass on. Yeah, Kwame, I know you Kwame, I just like your did you see Kwame's Air Max collection? He put in the Discord.
No, I was at work all day. I'll go check it out.
Yes, when you get time, scroll up through it. You won't be disappointed, man. Kwame got some. He got that like heat that like it makes sense type of like it
Yeah.
ain't. It's hype, but it ain't like all super hype. It's dope
Oh
though,
yeah. Oh yeah.
most definitely. But let's see. Let's while we already on the Eastbay thing, I'm gonna share my screen and just kind of get a like quick read of what's actually why they're shutting down. Maybe if they put that in there, I'm gonna see because I know Nice Kicks has put it out there, but I'm gonna see what good old complex boys say. You know what I'm saying? Let me share my screen real quick. Boom. Give it a little second. And it says East Bay is shutting down this month. So this literally just dropped today, December 27th, which that is today or 20 yesterday, because the day is the 28th. Okay. Um, let's see. East Bay is shedding its business at the end of the month. The sneaker and speak sportswear retailer announced it on his website this week. The closure of East Bay was initially hinted in October when WPR report that Foot Locker Inc. See, yeah, that's the parent company of Eastbay, announced it would be closing its distribution center. Layoffs at the centers will begin in late January, and facility is expected to shut down at the end of April. Okay, so they're starting it at the top of the year. I'm just curious what the cause is. We're saying goodbye to East Bay at the end of December 2022. East Bay said in a statement on the Frequently Asked Questions website. East Bay was founded in 1980 by two lifelong friends, Jerdez and Rick Juring, after they were dissatisfied with the opinions of running shoes available for athletes around their hometown of Wisconsin. The duo business model was simple: bring the shoes directly to the athlete. East Bay gained fame in its early days by mailing monthly catalogs to its subscribers, providing shoppers with the information about the latest offerings from the popular brands like Nike, Adidas, and many others. Yeah, that's the legendary East Bay book. Let's see.
Hmm.
In the late 90s, East Bay was acquired by Foot Locker. Okay, so I didn't even know when Foot Locker bought when they all became a chain. So it all used to be its own separate thing. Um, would join the umbrella of retailers alongside Champ Sport. Despite ending its business this month, Eastbay confirmed that customers who have remaining X points and gift cards after the end of this month will still be able to use them at Foot Locker's. You always have, because one thing I think I noticed with the if you go across the sites, I used to be able to. I signed in with the same information. They had merged the accounts where you can sign into like all the chain stores that are in the same thing. If you got one account with one, you pretty much got an account with all of them. That's how at least I feel. I don't think I created one with each individual one. If I did, it was like a minute ago.
I mean, that'll be
Um,
stupid to make you create three different ones when it all technically will go into the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, see, it's been like that since the '90s. So obviously, it happened where I didn't even realize it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I see the platform also urges shoppers to visit Champ Sports for the latest products moving forward. Dang, I want to give. I guess Foot Locker just sells itself, huh? Don't need no
Yes.
help.
Uh,
Yeah. So pretty much, and this is where I saw it from. I think this is from Nice Kicks. Let me see what they got on here. Red Devil after 4 years, Red Devil and growth. And I'm just like kind of summing up real quick. Uh, I think it says something differently here. Like I guess it says this is a quote. The business leadership has to make strategic decisions as to where the global economy is, where the labor market is, what the cost of doing business is, transportation, or anything that comes with distribution center. Says Dave Ekman. That's the president and CEO of the Chamber of Commerce. Okay, so basically they're just looking at, I guess since they're all a chain anyway, and this is probably the one that's bringing people low key. I feel like a lot of people forget about Eastbay. Like we don't really think to check there
oh,
sometimes.
that's what I'm saying. And why do you think they're getting shut down?
They don't get as much traffic, and then when they
They
do,
say,
and then their numbers probably don't. If we had to guess, probably like when we look at stock numbers, they're probably the ones that got it the least. They get the least amount.
oh yeah, of course. I'm saying when you think of going to shop for some shoes, does I'm gonna go to Eastbay. Does that pop up in your head?
Nah, I'm thinking,
Exactly. And that's that
yeah,
that same you, me, everybody in the chat, and I'm sure the millions of people across the world will vouch and say the same thing. No, I don't think of going to Eastbay when I'm out shopping for shoes. You know?
yeah, and that's just like, wow, you right. Since if you're gonna put it in that perspective, you're absolutely right. That's crazy.
Yeah. What's gonna be your first go to? Sneakers. And if you
Sneakers,
and if you're trying to get them after they've come out already, where you gonna go? To Goat or eBay?
we don't even really think Foot Locker no more though.
Yeah, no, you don't think about Foot Locker. You don't think about Champs. You don't think about Eastbay. You don't
Yeah,
think about Finish Line. Come on, all these places.
I
You know,
that's a goal of mine. I want everybody to kind of get this mindset too. I feel like Finish Line and JD Sports are merged; they're the same company. But what I've noticed, and I feel like everybody's been doing this, is kind of like been like a hidden gem. They do like their points where it puts you in a certain tier where you can be able to cop the shoe. So but you got to get those points. You have to buy something. My stuff has been at zero for a minute because I never ever hit on there. So I'm like, well, if I ain't buying no shoes, ain't no point in me being here. And the point system starts over at the beginning of the year, so everybody's gonna be on the same level when it first starts dropping this heat. So I say all that to say, go ahead and start trying to build your points. Don't do it until the first. So pretty much Monday, because it starts over at the beginning of the year. And because whoever's got, even if you got thousands of points in your head of everybody, they're starting them over at the beginning of the year. So I'm gonna go in there and like I'm in desperate needs of just like some socks and just little basic stuff. I'm gonna try to build my points that way. If they got some in there that's been sitting, I may add that on the list too, just to get my points up. So I started to say I'm trying to try every angle to get stuff at retail this year or beginning of the year. That's my new goal. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because I mean, yeah, anybody can go on the resale market, but I mean, yeah, I know all my stuff is real, but it was real. Sometimes it'd be really annoying having to pinpoint that out yourself. But I will say this, and I'm not trying to
yeah,
toot eBay's horn. They have cleaned up a lot of the fake stuff. Like you don't have to pretty much check the like authenticity guaranteed box anymore because that site. I'm thinking Nike approved this because I'm thinking like, and they may have put some investment in it too. I don't know. That's just my guess because I'm like, they're not giving them any trouble. And as long as it's cleaned up, they may have some. And like I said, those trustable sellers and stuff like that, those companies and stuff like that, they get in touch with that's the one thing about having a sneaker kind of thing of all of it. The people who really do love sneakers, and it's a different form of just like coming there to the conventions and getting on people's nerves and all that. This is a different big move for a sneaker con. I got to give them that. That's
okay,
a
yeah,
big move. I remember when people used to be skeptical of eBay. I'm like, nah, you don't sleep on eBay. You have to just with eBay. It just used to be a matter of you need to know your sneaker knowledge before you cop on there, or you will get got. You will get
hmm
got. And lucky, like with Dunks, even when he looks on there, I notice you do it without you don't realize you're doing it, but you're doing it. You'll send me a picture like, what do you think of these? I know what you really mean. I know you want me to get a second opinion, not only because you want me to know if they're dope, but hey, do you think this is, a good, safe buy?
Yeah.
So, and that's just one of the good things about that. So, not trying to toot eBay's horn, but they've come a long way. Although I've been kind of low key, I've been on there since 2012.
Yeah.
So that's just something to think about that. Um, let's see. It says the Let's see. The Rosenberg statement is Eastbay and Foot Locker have been employment pillars in the community for decades. So the understandably hard news for our community and the 200 employees who are affected. Okay, so it's not. They only had 200. That dang, they have really already downsized already. If it's only 200 employees.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the closure will happen in two segments. Around 160 employees will be laid off on January 30th, with the remaining 50 employees working until closing um, after closing day on April 30th, 2023. Let's see. The business leadership has to make strategic decisions to make the global. Okay, yeah, read that part. Yeah, I think I already read that part. Yeah, they said that
So
again.
so pretty much all of the foot workers are going to lose their job, but the corporates are going to be able to stick around until April. That's pretty much what they're saying.
Yeah. And then by then they're probably gonna, if their slots open and the other one chains like Foot Locker and Champs, and then they'll probably just move them over there if there's an open slot. You know?
Probably. I'm sure a lot of them has probably already started applying at other jobs
Yeah. If they're
and
smart,
trying to
they're,
jump ship. Probably jump ship before it sinks, huh?
if they're smart. That's what I would do. Um,
Yeah. Don't wait until the 30th. Or get out of there now.
Yeah. And then another thing he says, we haven't had a lot of warm notices lately just because of the intensity of the economy and the labor market. Ickerman says the economy may be shifting and we all have to look at this as watch what inflation does and the cost of energy is doing. They all have local impacts. So cost of living is going up means that's going to go across the board. You know what I'm saying? Not only is
Yeah.
your rent, my rent, their rent, you know what I'm saying? Other little things
Hmm.
like that. And if they only had 200 employees to begin with, which ain't really a lot, low key, they was already small anyway. So they just, it's kind of one of those like we were saying about going after shoes. I hate, don't take this the wrong way, but it's like they're cutting that low hanging fruit first. I'm reading it from the article. You know what I'm saying? That's just,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be funny. That's what they're trying to do. Um, let's see. The notices of permanent closure comes after BSN Sports announced it in June 2022 that it's acquired the assets of East Bay Team Sales business for Foot Locker retail. Team Sales in a division of East Bay that handles custom uniforms, jersey, and equipment. Acquiring the team sales division of East Bay is beneficial to BSN Sports, as the Dallas-based company is one of the largest direct marketers and distributors of sporting goods, footwear, apparel, branding to the school and league markets. Okay, valid. Like I said, it's just really they getting rid of low hanging fruit. Long story short, so um, I guess that's just how the cricket
Yeah.
is on that one. Definitely some good times with these joints, man. I guess we got a little thing. I'm not gonna read all that, but yeah, it just seems like it is what it is at this point. Got those classic man. These looking at these little covers right here, though, man. Don't it just like take you down like low key, true like memory lane, like for a second, especially
Yeah.
especially in our area, man. Like that's holy crap, man. It's classic, man. I
Yeah.
just remember, even I think I remember my brothers used to get this, and they weren't even into sneakers like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I remember those. I remember those. Was it the 15s, right?
Yeah.
I remember I had those. The white pair with the black bottom. I remember I had those.
Wow. Just a classic shoe, man.
I had those. Yeah, those in the Carolinas.
Mm, nice.
But see that 15, that's one that doesn't get enough love.
15 don't, but I'm gonna be honest, and I can't speak for everybody. I'm gonna speak for myself. As like a most the majority of sneakerheads, we only rock with
Hmm.
one, meaning Jordan 1 through, and y'all feel free to correct me wrong, 14. All the other
Oh
numbers is
yeah,
kind
I
of like
agree.
all the other numbers, you're just like, all right, but the main key ones are Jordan 14 through Jordan 1. So I kind of said it reverse right there. But yeah, many people don't mess with the twos. I can even clean it up. A lot of numbers in between 1 through 14, the least amount that sells, and or I'll say this, that's least popular in my opinion, but I feel like I've seen this across the market. Twos, least popular. Not saying they don't sell, and not saying we're not talking about Chicago's, but I'm just saying in general, twos, why do you think they have so many collabs? Because they can't sell themselves. Twos, tens. Not saying people don't buy the shoes, these are just the least amount. Jordan 10,
Sevens. You can say
10,
sevens too.
sevens. So yeah, twos, sevens, tens. Um, all the rest, I feel like they got a fair chance. Sixes will do well.
Hmm.
Four is definitely gonna do well. Three's gonna do well. One's gonna do well.
When you get into the top five, they kind of do make it into that top cut.
Off rip, yep.
You know
It's kind
those
of
those
ironic.
top those the first five are always gonna make it in the top. Top ones anyway, regardless.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
One's forever be
people,
classic, man.
yeah, and it's like one of those people love to hate fives.
I don't hate. Yeah, I don't got that many fives, but I am very very picky on my fives. I'm very very picky, man. Super picky on my fives because I don't know those Bel Airs. I know you remember back in the day, when how much I wanted them joints. So I had to have them, and you could tell I
Yeah.
don't wore the hell out of them too.
No, which ones? Which Bel Airs? The gray ones or the grapes?
The great, not the grapes. I don't got the grapes. Just the Bel Air, the gray joints.
The gray ones with the carpet color shit inside.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I mean, I'll pull it up. The Bel Air
Okay.
fives. I'll pull them up on the screen. Hold on. Let's see. Bell.
They came out with like two different ones, right? Or like three different ones.
Yeah, Bel Air, Jordan five. Let's see. Hold on. I'm about to put it up on the screen when I see the color. These right here, the gray joints. No, these are ones I got.
Yeah, my the live is kind of behind my internet, so
You good?
I see
I'm
you
gonna leave.
type.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
leave it
yeah,
up there. You good? I'll leave it up there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Those.
Yeah, those. Yeah, the gray joints. Those are the ones I got. I don't like the white joints, and I don't like the blue joints. Like I see the sample. I'm not a big fan of the sample. Will I take it? Yes. But have I looked into checking out the sample? No. You know what I'm saying? Even though
Hmm.
it's a dope colorway, but I just yeah. Not for me. But moving right along, man. Let's get to the other topic real quick. We've been on this joint 48 minutes and kind of y'all smash that like button. But this is something I notice a lot of sneakers heads not really talking about anymore. Other than us in the Discord kind of taking little shots at it, but Nike calls out more fake sneakers in this StockX lawsuit. I definitely wanted to catch up on this one. Now, this dropped December 15th. Now, if you remember,
Yeah.
Nike put out that lawsuit for it. I think it all started behind this NFT, and that's why they got this on the screen. Like where that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Nike hadn't had a problem with people with StockX for over the years, and all of a sudden they just come finally find a lawsuit because they're selling fake sneakers. No, it started with the NFT, and that's where they started. Like, cool. You can't sell our products. Like, who says we can? Is not doing nothing illegal. Okay, cool. We'll make it difficult for you then. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of where that stems from. Um, It says, as Nike lawsuits against StockX over the NFT related trademark infringement and alleged counterfeit goods approaches trial, the companies are engaged in a dispute over evidence. The lawsuit is now in its discovery phase, a period in which involved parties exchanging details pertaining to evidence and witness in preparation for trial. On Monday, lawyers for both the plaintiff and the defendant submitted their sides of argument, outlining what they say are I want to say inadequate submissions for discovery. So they're looking into these things to prove Nike's basically got to show how they know the shoe is fake. And I guess only, but see, I'm assuming it's going to be over StockX because if they had to provide that detailed proof, I mean, if the other side gets to look at it to confirm, now StockX knows what to look for. So it may be a settlement too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It
Mm-hmm.
this is one of those. It's money versus money. Granted,
Yeah.
StockX
Yeah.
has had to
Oh,
take
I'll be right back. Okay. I'll be
cool.
right back.
Do your thing. Yeah, StockX has had to take a couple little checks and stuff from there. You know what I'm saying? So, um, let's see. Let me check the chat real quick while Dunks is gone real quick. I'll put it back to the main joint real quick, but I'm gonna check the pretty much Dunk got his lid on his camera real quick, but he'll be back. But let me check the chat real quick, see what's up. Let's see where we at. Kwame says Osway 5 is hard to pass on. Big Money Sonny says, what's good, family? What up, Big Money Sonny? Big Money Sonny says, just finished watching your sneaker collection video. Salutes, bro. Appreciate that, Big Money. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Manny with the kick says, yo, Sonny 100. Big Money says, what's good, Manny? With some cheers and a fist pump. Um, Kwame says, yo, what's good, Big Money? What up? Manny with the kick says, just got to the crib and about to open a cold one. Okay, you already know. I already know, man. That's one thing I like about doing these lives. Y'all know I always have a cold one on me, man. Now, what it is in there, I keep it discreet to me, but I know I feel like YouTube would be trying to find anything to like just stop your grind, man. But it is what it is. You gotta buy. You on their platform. You gotta go by the rules. Let's see. Kwame says, I don't know the points. I didn't know the points reset. Yeah, they most definitely reset, Kwame. They reset. Kwame says 200 employees, they were barely a company. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's not enough people. Big Money Sonny says 200 employees is around the range of functional and operational. Let's see. Hold up. Let me see. Operational startup. Does eBay have warehouses? I thought they were rumors in the past that eBay was going to be bought up. They were all bought up in the chain, so I don't see how they would be. They would have to sell the whole company, Big Money Sonny. So I don't know. And then the warehouses, I don't think they had many. I'm gonna say they had like I don't know how many they had, but I know it was small to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Dunks is back in the building. I'm just reading through the chat real quick.
Yeah. Now you good.
Manuel the Kick says, sheesh, hopefully it end up on eBay. Oh, their stock numbers, like what they have left, that would be dope for Eastbay. Big Money Sonny says, that undefeated apparel on the sneakers is hot garbage, respectively.
Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, man, I feel like undefeated is like I don't know, man. It's just one of those brands where like they're trying, but it's just not working. Like the only thing that they honestly did right, in my opinion, and that was barely by very thin skin, was 98. The first 98. The first ones they did.
I'm gonna have
The
to look
first
those
ones,
up.
not when they came out with those patent ones, the patent Gucci looking ones. The first run of the undefeateds they did were good, but they did like the second version and they just weren't it for me.
Undefeated, what's it called? Undefeated what?
Just undefeated Air Max 98s.
Air Max. I'm gonna look it up because I need a refresher. If I,
It
I'm
may
like,
be no, it may be the 97s. It may be the 97s, but it's
I
undefeated for
think
sure.
they're 90. Yeah, it's 97s. It's
Yeah.
97s. I know what you're talking about. No, yeah, I forgot. Honestly, I'm gonna pull it up because I gotta see what you mean. Because like to me, I wasn't. I seen people kind of had a little hype behind them, but personally, I wasn't like
You're a
super
big fan.
impressed. Yeah, I
Yeah, and
wasn't.
it's the same me either. But like I say, the ones that they do right did do right, and like I said, barely by thin skin, are the first run of the undefeateds they did.
You like the black joints the best?
Uh, yeah, obviously. Is it the black and highlighter looking ones?
No, it's like a black with like the green stripe and then the red stripe underneath it. Yeah,
See, yeah, yeah. That's
them
the first. Yeah, I do like. I don't really like that pattern though. I do like them though.
that
You
patent
know?
leather part. Now my thing is this: why didn't they go all patent leather out? Because they that same material they got above that green joint, they could have had it on the on
Yeah,
underneath going that same material versus that pleather. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And I also like those the olive green ones. I do. I like both of them. But then they did a second run where they just weren't. They just like you see like the highlighter ones. Like it's the third picture.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Yeah, the black and green joint. You like those?
Not the all black and green, but I like the olive color ones. The one that where the
Okay,
shoes are olive.
I see it. Yeah, I see it.
Uh, honestly, honestly, none of them, they're not. None of them are bad shoe. I take it back. I like them all.
Oh God, the
I,
sneaker
I,
had problems.
looking at them now, I like them all. I can't lie, and that's probably the only shoe undefeated did right.
I feel you. I mean, they are alright, but I ain't like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean it's not nothing that I'm gonna.
What do you think about these that UCLA colorway? That like white and tan and yellow joint.
Uh, I haven't seen. Like I say, I guess like I haven't seen them yet. Like I say, my internet's a little behind, but
You good? You good? It'll be up there in a second. You chill.
yeah.
You'll see. When I saw them, they was all right.
Nah. I see them
When I,
now.
when I saw them, it was all right, but I didn't like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't going, it's one of those, if I would have saw it sitting, I would have grabbed it. But like, I ain't finna wake up and get out my way. You know, I'm not breaking my day for
Yeah,
it. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I'm not waking up at 7 for them now.
Yeah, I'm not going out
And
my
I,
way.
I think this was probably like I think this was a undefeated only release anyway. Like you had to be on the website or in the actual store. You know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know. I
But
thought they
like I say, it's nothing to fight people in line for. You know.
exactly. I
And
definitely
it's nothing to wake up and go on the undefeated site for. But you know, if you can catch them with somebody say, "Hey, I got these undefeated for like I don't know, $100, 150," why not grab them? You know?
yeah, true. 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 Can't knock that at all. Let me see. Let me hit the chat real quick. Um, let's see. Uh what did I leave off? Says Manny says sheesh. Hopefully end up on eBay. Read that one. I think the undefeated apparel read that one from Big Money Sunny. Manu the Kick says, talking to Bob Marley, some Mango Kush, RIP to Bob Marley grandson. Okay.
Oh yeah, he did pass away, huh?
I didn't know that. I did not
Yeah,
know that. I did not know that. RIP, man. My bad. I feel like, but I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Dang. But yeah, salutes, shouts out, RIP to Bob Marley's grandson. Kwame says, I agree, Sonny, $80 for some camo mesh shorts isn't happening for me. Jay Brooks says, I like the white ones of those two. Think they were called the alternate Bear Left Fives. Okay, yeah, they were the alternates. I personally wasn't a fan of the white joints, but I wasn't a fan of the white joints, but the gray joints, gray always hits to me anyway. I don't know why, because it's so neutral, meaning you
yeah,
get a lot of versatility out of it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen me rocking them joints in one of my videos during I was doing
yeah,
like a little vlog style joint, which when it warms back up, which is gonna be a while in my area. Kwame, I hope you're doing all right, man. I know you said y'all had went through a snowstorm joint, so hopefully
yeah,
y'all back with power, man. Because
yeah.
I be
Shout
tripping
out.
for like 5 minutes, man. So y'all salutes to Kwame, prayers out to Kwame. Seems like you getting along because you still active with it, so you ain't been
Yeah,
quiet. So I'm
yeah.
assuming everything's okay.
I mean, honestly, you can say like just to the whole state of New York because you know, like any one of those boroughs or cities could get hit at any time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So just honestly, shouts out to the whole East Coast because I know all you guys, a majority of you guys are East Coast based, and East Coast is prone to snow in this time of the year.
Yeah,
So hopefully nobody else gets hit. Hopefully everybody, no more people pass away in Buffalo. It's already been what, like 34 people already. That's sheesh. That's that's one too many people for a guy, for something like this.
yeah,
So just prayers to those families, prayers to the whole East Coast, mostly New York. Hopefully you guys that's in the chat that's from New York, hopefully it passes, and you guys can continue to live your life, and hopefully none of your families were affected by this blizzard.
yeah. This is true.
So
True.
yeah, sad times, but it happens. All we can do is try to get through them.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me hit the chat some more real quick. Kwame says, read that one. Jay Brooks read that one. Kwame says that fire is so fire. Man of the Kick says, Sunny trash on Thursday. Kwame says, I like that pink sock lining on the blue pair though. I mean, like I said, the blue pair, I wouldn't write home about it, but if I had it, I wouldn't get rid of it. They have a special place, but I'm not going to chase it though. Um, Jeremy Johnson in the building says, "Yo, what up, Jeremy?"
Yo,
Um,
what's going on, bro?
says working but ghost watching. I'll watch the collection video when I get off. Okay, cool. Appreciate that, homie.
Yeah, it's a must watch, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that, man. Run that up for sure, man. Cause I was telling Dunks that
Yeah,
it was a love hate video. I'm glad I did it, but it looked simple, right? And I did think I shot it as simple as I can, but I felt like I was never running out of shoes, and that's no brag. I'm just like, dude, okay, man, like you know what I'm
hey,
saying?
hey, I talked to Jeremy about this for about 15 minutes of my lunch.
Yeah, Dunks thought something else was going on, and I was like, nah, it's not. I was like, no, and then once he saw my extra message behind it, I'm pretty sure he was like, damn, my bad, like I'm saying, yeah,
Yeah,
that was, and also it was like, even though I had put it out there and made the thumbnail, I hadn't been long fresh off finished editing that joint. So yeah, I was just locked up and I hadn't ate, like I hadn't had no food or breakfast. So I was grinding. You know what I'm saying? That was
yeah,
just where my mind was at that. But also while we at it real quick, I know we kind of like all over the place. I told everybody I dropped my video yesterday about, your experiences with the Travis Scotts, your Travis Scotts that I got you.
oh yeah,
So I don't know if you had a chance to watch the video, but I told them my point of view. If I haven't checked it out, go
I
check it
haven't
out.
yet. I'll definitely go watch it.
Me and Dunks hasn't even had this conversation. We've had like many conversations, but let's just say like from my point of view, I'm pretty sure Dunks. The thing is, Dunks knows me. I could tell he was already down about the situation when he hit me with it. So I was being cool about it because I don't like to kick nobody when they already down. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that's like, that's not cool. There's nothing cool about that. So I was trying to be, that's why I was responding like that. But I was like, man, I wanted to go off. I'm like, what you mean? And then Dunks thought somebody had took him to the. Long story short, it ended up being sent to the wrong address because somebody gave Dunks the wrong address. So, yeah. So from your point of view, Dunks, tell us what you were feeling from when you saw that delivery notification. Because I sent Dunks the tracking number.
Yeah,
So tell us what your moment was from that, from beginning to end, man. I told him I was gonna ask you this on live.
yeah. So okay, everybody. So here's how it went. So he hit me and let me know, hey yo, they're here. Everybody, I'm sure we all got the same, same info. He
Yeah,
let everybody know. So he says, what do you want them sent? Or I know you're moving. Do you just want me to keep them until
that
you move?
pause. I gave Dunks. I was like, yo, I know you're moving. You want me to send it afterwards?
Yeah.
What was you sent me an address because you just sent me an address. You didn't even respond. You sent me an address. I'm like, okay. So I had him here sitting.
Well, I was probably at that time packing boxes. So then when I got to my phone, I didn't even think about it. I just sent them. Well, and it wasn't like I say, it wasn't even me that sent that message. So that's how you should have known. You didn't get a response. You just got an address. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. I was like, I mean, how was I
Yeah.
supposed to know? I can't see.
But don't you get it now? Does it make sense now?
Yeah, like, but I mean, that's
So
their family. How they not
so
know? Did
so
they not
so
grow up there or something? Or
yeah, no, yeah, and exactly. I'll get to
bro,
all
I
that.
swear to I know you snap. I know you
I'll get
snap.
I'll get to all that. So I say so. He says, "Okay, I know you're moving. Uh, I can send them now, or I'll just hold them for you until you get settled." And then me, I was like, "Nah, I'll just give 'em- I'll just you can just send them to my brother." Did I tell you that? I don't think
Yeah,
I
you
told you.
told me.
But oh yeah,
That's what I thought
yeah,
it was going at
yeah.
one
So
point.
I was like, I'll just send it to my brother, and I'll just pick them up from him. And so then I was like, what? Because if he see them, he gonna try. I already know he gonna try to give me a hard time about them, which he did. But I'll get to that too.
I want to hear. I gotta hear that too. You
Yeah,
gotta tell this.
yeah.
I'm too intrigued. Go ahead.
So so like I say, so yeah, so I say, I'm just gonna send them to my brother. You're like, okay, send me the address. So then that's when that long pause came, and I was talking to my girl, and I was like, hey, I got the Jerry got the shoes for me. I'm just gonna send them to your mom's house. Because my brother had already said it was okay, but like I say, once again, I was like, once he sees
You
them, I
know
already
your
know.
brother.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna send him to your mom house. I know that's more safer because like I say, my brother, he doesn't live in the ideal area either. So um, so anyway, so I said we're just gonna send him to your mom house. She's been there for over 20 years. They know her. She knows the neighborhood. So okay, so I'm like, I say, hey, well, I'm doing this. Can you just take my phone and send Jeremy the address? She sends him the address. Cool, everything's good. Jeremy's like, this, you sure this is the address that you want
Yeah,
to send
thank
to?
you. I confirmed. Just for the record, for people to know, I confirmed. But go ahead.
And yeah, like I can pull the messages up too to show,
That's
but
what,
yeah,
that's the
so
part. That's the part when you hit me with it. I was like, didn't I not confirm? What you know what I'm saying? Like I was so fucking. I didn't give it
yeah,
like.
yeah, but so he was like, this, you sure this is your address? And I was like, yeah, because she typed it. My girlfriend, she typed it, so I'm like, yeah, that's good. That's it. So he's like, all right, I'm gonna send them off tomorrow. So he sends them off. He sends me a tracking address. He said, yeah, they should be there by Friday, and they arrived Thursday. So I get the delivery Thursday that they delivered. I'm like, cool, all right, cool, they're there. I'm gonna tell my girl when she get off work to go pick them up for me. So I text her nephew and I'm like, hey, I got this package delivered there. It's very important. Could you go out there and get it for me and we'll come pick it up? He goes out there, he says, there's nothing here. I'm like, wait, what? I say, hey, go check. I say, go check your Dropbox because maybe they just put them in there.
Yeah.
So he goes to his Dropbox. He says nothing. So then that at that time, that's when I hit you. And I was like, hey, somebody stole our shoes.
Yeah, he didn't even see. You said, "Hey, the shoes saying delivered, but we don't see them." I could have took that, but Dunks just comes off like, "Hey, somebody stole them." Like, fuck you mean somebody stole them? You know what I'm saying? I had, like, what the fuck you
Well,
mean?
you gotta put two and two together. When you don't see them and you see something like that, you kind of gotta put two and two together at that point.
I check all avenues, man.
I just go straight to the source. I say, hey, this shoe. It's this shoe. It's Christmas time, and I'm sure the person on this delivery probably know that box. Because he probably sees that size box a lot.
And
But
that's why I was telling you, like, I don't know, man. It doesn't look that obvious. You know what I mean?
yeah, so he says that they're not there. And this was Thursday night, so I'm like, okay. I text Polo to let him know. I say, hey, I think somebody took the shoes. And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, well, they're not there. Like they checked, and they're not there. And he was like, we were just talking, and pretty much we both confirmed we were like, they gotta be there. There's no way they're just not looking somewhere. So then by that time, it's now Friday, uh, and I get on the phone with USPS, and I was telling them, hey, my package it says delivered, but I never got it. And so then I did that, and by that time Friday, um, by Friday, my girl, when I'm walking into the car to go to work, we're still talking about it because at that time, by this time now, she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I feel so bad." No, no, I'm sorry. No, she's not. I'm sorry. I'm too far ahead. So I'm walking her to the car. Uh,
This is where you confirm the address, didn't you?
So yeah. So I walked here to the car, and I was like, "Yeah, man. It says it delivered. I just don't know what it could be. If your mom's saying it out there. Your stepdad, he checked the ring. And he said because it said they were delivered at 2:30 on Thursday.
Yeah.
And like I say, so your stepdad checked the ring. He said nobody was even there between 1 and 3 because he ran the camera back that far back, just to be sure. He said nobody was there between 1 to 3.
He's
And
a
I was
good
like,
guy for that one because I would have.
yeah, because I had because no, trust me, my girlfriend and her sister both let them know, like, hey, this is a very important package. Because her nephew was like, man, you guys are going crazy over this package. He's like, you guys are, he's like, you guys are going, because I was hitting him up. My sister-in-law was hitting him up. My girl was hitting him up. And we were all like, yeah, we need this package, this very important package, It's like,
Oh
he's like,
wow.
he's like, man, you guys tripping over this package. He's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
man,
thinking like whatever it is. Like he thought
and
I
then
sent you some socks or something.
yeah, and then we told him what it was. He was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'll make sure to get to be looking for it." So like I say, I walk my girlfriend to the car, and I'm like, "You sure that did you sure that we won the address?" I said, "Are you sure I said, "Are you sure we put the right address?" And no, she was like, "Yeah, I'm sure." Unless something like I put the wrong address, and I was like, what's your mom address? And she was like, it's 25, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
Um,
God,
and
yeah.
you guys almost have me. You guys almost have me.
I'm
But yeah,
glad you like. I'm glad like I saw you when you thought like you started, and then I saw when you're bragging like, hey, like something like smack you like, hey,
yeah.
hey,
But yeah, so she said, yeah, it's blah blah blah. And
yeah.
I was like, oh shit, yeah, I'm on live. Oh shit. Yeah, I almost slipped up.
Oh
Ooh.
boy, too funny.
Hey, guys, oh man, but
Like you're like when you saw how you had, I was like, this dude want to spend his whole joy. You did this like like your break like that was when I saw like, oh, he's slapping himself like
it clicked on. It clicked on. But
hey, because
so
I mean I'm not saying we doing like Drake numbers, but it's enough people where you never know.
yeah, nah. I mean, it's people watching that's not subscribed, I'm sure.
But there's
But
people
anyway,
that don't like us too, because we've had
yeah.
that little conversation. You
Oh
know?
yeah. So anyway, so she says the address that she gives me. She says the correct address, but it's not matching the address that she
I'm
sent.
glad you were able to you took the time to compare the two.
I'm just glad that something in me just told me to just ask that.
Yeah.
Because like I said, we knew it was delivered, and it said it. Even UPS confirmed that it was delivered to the address that she gave me, that she typed in, that she gave me. Let's say you lived in that house your whole life, not me. So
Yeah, you just going off her word, yeah.
yeah, I'm going up that you know what you. So long story short, what happened? Everybody was she was one number off
Uh
from what her mom's address is. She put one number off from that. I'm not gonna say before or after, but
so it was pretty much went to the neighbors then.
it pretty much went across the street.
Okay.
So her mom. So once that's confirmed, she tells her mom, "Oh my God, blah blah blah," and then that's when the apology. She's, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I feel so bad." Well, and
Oh,
and no, and look at
you couldn't even go off at that point.
yeah, no, and like I said, I try not to beat her up too bad about it because I'm like, I understand mistakes happen, but damn, this is a big fuck up. You know, and that's exactly what I told her. That's
Oh,
exactly what I told her.
wow.
And she
I
was
ain't
even
even
like,
said that
she
part to
was,
her.
yeah, nah, she was even like, don't worry, you can get whatever shoe you want, and I was like, that's not the point. See, that's not the point because the whole thing for me, everybody, and for you, for
I
everybody,
gotta hear this one.
the whole thing for me is not about the shoe, what the shoe is worth. It's about that it was a gift from my friend of almost 20 years. It's more of a sentimental value for me than what the shoe is worth. I don't put any I don't put what that shoe is worth because it was a gift from my best friend. And that's what it was more about for me, you know? Like losing something that was so special,
Yeah.
And so like I say, so we found it. We got the address confirmed, correct.
I told my daddy about this, by the
Her
way.
mom. So her mom says, "Okay, well, I'll go over." And this was like I said, this is Friday, so I'll go over. After she was done doing her life because she still got her stuff to do.
Yeah.
She goes. She says, "They're not home. They're not home. I'll check later." So I'm just like, "Oh God, it's already been 2 days. They've opened it by now, and they're like, nah, they're not getting these back."
Yeah.
So
Anticipation.
Friday, yeah. So Friday rolls around. Saturday morning, uh, I'm up because my anxiety's up, so I can't sleep. So I'm up, and
Wow.
yeah, my girl. I just hear my girl's phone. Her messages just going off and stuff. So she finally wakes up. And the first message she shows me is the box. Her mom
Aw.
went to the house and got my shoes.
Aw.
So, and comes to find out, it's like an 80-year-old lady who lives in that house.
Okay.
And on top of that, it's like her 50-year-old nephew. So
I ain't not in the game
yeah,
pretty much.
yeah. So already those two, they're already like they already know if we open this, it's a federal offense. You know,
Yeah.
so they already know. And plus, if they would have opened it and looked at it, they would have probably been like, "What the hell is this?" You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So they probably would have thought it was some fake shit.
But you saw how I put that tape around
Yeah,
that joint
no, yeah.
myself, but
You
it
could,
looked
you
like
could.
a plain old regular, like, you know what I'm saying? That's
No,
what I
it's
said.
clearly no. They didn't open it. You could tell
Yeah.
if it had been tampered with, you could tell, but they didn't open it at
Yeah.
all. So
So I mean,
all's well, all's well that ends well. I got my shoes, but it took 3 days. And I'll tell you guys honestly, the whole time, this is probably the most panic that I've been in my life, next
oh,
to my son being born.
oh man. Sheesh.
Yeah, it's up
Yeah.
there with that. That's how it was for me. And it was like back to back stress for me because I'm like, God damn, the stress of fucking moving.
Yeah. That's why I just
Then
kind
I
of
get
kept
settled
quiet, man.
into place, and then yeah, man, it was just so it was like I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
You worse than my
I
dad.
can't do it.
You worse than my dad, man. I told my dad what was
Man,
going
it's
on.
just
Once you got him and you sent me all those pictures, and the area where we grew up in, internet's not the fastest. So the pictures came in. I got the notification, but I got that spinning wheel of death loading them, and I showed my dad. I'm like, I got these for dunks, and he was like,
did you really call me dunks to him?
no, I just said it for these people.
Okay.
I called him by your
Yeah.
name. I got because
Yeah.
he would
Okay.
literally.
Yeah.
He might know because honestly, low key, my dad has been plugging the channel to everybody in the area. Low key, whenever he just sits down and chill,
Oh yeah.
he used me for reference to show what I look like now. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he does. I'm not gonna say he sits here and watch it, but I know, I've had family members watch it. So they
Yeah.
when I
So
was,
what? So what do you say when you told him about the situation?
I pretty much said what I wanted to say to you without because I told him I was
Well,
like
you
I
can.
didn't.
Hey, you can say it now. We got him. So
I
you can
mean,
say it now.
I said, this is his second time doing this, blah, blah, blah. Like I pretty much the frustration that I wanted to take out on you, I know I shouldn't do because you were already enough stress. It wasn't gonna help the situation. So I pretty much said what I wanted to say indirectly to my dad
Well,
about
I
you.
didn't do anything. I didn't do
I
anything. Well, I
know, I
didn't do
know,
anything.
I know, I know. You didn't, and my dad, we like it still ended with a laugh. It still ended with a laugh because once you got him, I was just like, because okay, so this let me tell you where my point of view when you're hitting me with all this, you're stressing over that package. Keep in mind, I've gifted gifts to several other family members, right? And one of the things I gifted my dad was a new phone. So I shipped it. I shipped it to me. Paid for next day air, which was $15, not bad. Um,
Yep.
so I also upgraded my phone. So mine got delayed, but my dad's came on time, thank God. But anyway, I took it down there to say all that to say, like, um, mine got delayed and said it was coming the next day. And I was like, man, I'm not gonna be able to get back, this, that, and the third. So long story short, finally it got delayed by where it's coming from. The weather was so delayed. So I just got my phone today. But I say, like, when I was there, I was stressing because right when I got situated, and chilling with the family, you hit me with that, questions, this, that, and the
Oh, I
third.
got you.
And then so that's why I was also quiet. And then I'm looking, I'm also checking, I get the notification saying my stuff has been going to be shipped out today, and it requires a signature. That's how serious it is. It was something nice. It requires a signature. And I'm like, well, I must change the delivery, but they have to make one attempt. So I was like, I don't know what to do. And like I couldn't do nothing until after the guy tried to make the attempt while talking to you about yours. And then also,
Oh yeah, it was kind of like my thing with the taxis. They couldn't do anything until they made the first attempt.
yeah. So I was going through that. I'm like, great. And then I was like, everything I shipped, like I'm shipped this. It's a problem with that, even though that one was kind of out of my control. And this one, I guess, is out of my control too. But long story short, I just kept calm and kept faith. So like I said,
Yeah.
we got
Oh
a
yeah.
new subscriber in the building. Ibung Tanjung. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Thanks you for subscribing, homie. Really means a lot. Um, but yeah, I say all that to say, like, I got my dad situated up on his new phone, and we eventually, I think we lost Dunks. If he comes back, okay, cool. You back? What happened?
Yeah.
Hold up.
I don't
Let
know.
me.
I was here.
Okay. Oh, it just blinked you out for a second, but you back. We all good. We all good. We ain't gonna trip on it. Um, but I say like, yeah, I say I was dealing with my own shipping issues, your shipping issues indirectly, and then praying. Where we grew up from, the service ain't the best. So like I'm gonna get it set up because I don't want my dad to go to the phone company because they try to be hit. They take advantage of him because he's older, which is not cool to me. So yeah, I was dealing with all that, and then of course, another particular family member that he gives us trouble no matter what.
Oh,
So
oh yeah.
yes, so I was hitting all that, and yeah, so let me check. Looks like you fell out screen again. I don't know what happened. Let me check it real quick. Hold up. I don't know why it like took. There you go. Are you touching something?
Nah, I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know. This new area, maybe I just got weak signal. I don't know. I have to check it out.
Okay, yeah. Your computer. You may have to if you're close to the router, you're gonna have to go. Don't connect Wi-Fi. Connect directly.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. Well, I'll leave and come back. Am I in?
No,
Am
you
I
good. You
still
good.
in?
You good now. You good now. You good. Yeah, you don't have to do anything now. But
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, just after the live, I think you good now. I don't know. Maybe more people start getting active on the internet. But I'll say if you plugged in directly, you're gonna take the most the strongest connection every time. Just
Oh
for
yeah, yeah. Nah, I'm
yeah,
just using my wireless. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you close to your wire, if you're close to plug into your box, plug into your box directly.
Yeah, yeah, nah. I have one, but the other one.
Okay, cool, cool. Let me touch the chat real quick. I think I left off. Gita Knight says, waiting for wifey to get home so we can watch the collection vid. She's a fan. Okay, cool. Appreciate that. Glad y'all both enjoying the content. Definitely have mostly appreciate that. Um, Jeremy Johnson says the Jordan shirt dropping tomorrow is a must cop. I have to check that out on Sneakers app in a little bit. Kwame says I like the Air Force One undefeated been dropping, but I like bright stuff. I think that is still sitting on sneakers. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Rachel was talking about that joining the Discord too, man. Shouts out to the people in the Discord, man. Y'all been keeping us entertained. I love
Oh
the
yeah,
growth that's going on over there. We at like roughly 120 members. I think we're
sure.
roughly at 120 members right now. So I think we're winning on that aspect. You know what I'm saying? Because you set a goal for us
Oh
for
yeah,
80. You set a goal for us for 80, and we've cleared that by a long shot. So I think we all right. I think we're doing
yeah.
good. You know, I like the growth over there. Appreciate everybody that signed up
Oh
on
yeah.
the Discord and the people that's active. You know what I'm saying? Um, let's see. Big Money Sonny says salutes to G tonight. Big Money Sonny says, yeah, they still sitting on sneakers. The Air Force One is not a bad shoe. It's at all. It's just not for me. And there was too many other releases that I couldn't pass up on. Look like we lost Dunks real quick. Let me check. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go back, bring myself to the main screen, and when Dunks comes back in, I'll put him back on the screen. Hold on, let me put myself on the main screen. Okay, I'm back. When Dunks comes back in, I think his internet connection it was fine at first, but I guess it just went out. But okay, I think Dunks is coming back in right now. Hold on, real quick. I think you lost connection. I'm gonna put you back on the Hold on, let me get this right. Let me get this right. Hold on. Uh, let's see. Say something.
Yo.
Okay, cool. Dunks is back in the building. Um, but yeah, I wasn't too far going off that one. Kind of lost. I was just reading the chat anyway, so pretty
Yeah.
much let me catch back up on the chat. Uh, let's see where we at. We at G tonight says him and his wifey watched his joint. We were talking those Air Force light up joints are the bright colors. Kwame says all good here now, but losing power for a whole day sucked. Okay, cool. So you lost power for an hour, but y'all back. Yeah, I can imagine, because you don't realize how much power you use until that joint cut off.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
glad
how
you
much
got
you
here.
need it.
Yeah. So salute that. Think about it. Your phone. If you ain't like some people like me, I know where I'm gonna be at all times. So like honestly, I don't even charge my phone. And even when I go visit my family, I don't even bring a charger. Mainly because my dad has the same. I buy me and my dad the same phone. But I be like, I'm gonna just pick up on his. He ain't gonna use it the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So, and my
Yeah.
dad, he old school. So, he pretty much went and got chargers for everything, the car, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't nothing wrong, but he's just old school. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm gonna be around cables the whole entire time, so I ain't really tripping.
Yeah.
Yeah. So glad you made it through, Kwame. Glad you made it
Oh
through.
yeah.
Most definitely. We got the praying hands from Manny with the kicks. Um, Kwame says, I'm so glad Dunks got them in hand. Most definitely. Me too, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Trust me.
Scary.
I think,
It was a scary situation to be in.
yeah, trust me. I think me and Dunks both can agree that we are definitely glad it made it to the rightful owner.
Yeah.
Because think about it, it's a shoe I couldn't wear. It's completely in limbo land and it's meant for him. And I'm like, great. I'm in a lose. That's how I felt like, man. I wasn't even trying to be mean. That's why I didn't go off. I'm like, I'm in a lose situation. You know what I'm
I
saying?
can't win. I can't win.
Yeah, that's what I said. I can't win. So I just got quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing I can do. I did everything right. You start talking. Like, I was stressed for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
man's like, I told my dad. When I told my dad, so I'm like, and this shoe is worth X amount of dollars. I was like, I
Yeah.
didn't pay that for it. He ain't tripping over there. I'm like, but it's like somebody, if it is in the wrong hands and they know about it, they easily got X amount in their hand. I get what you're
Easy.
saying. Yeah, my dad. I get what you're saying. My dad, he was. My dad, he
Yeah.
as like tense as he used to be, like where he was just always on go. He's so mellow now. Like he's basically me, the older version, because he didn't used to. He be ready to go. You know, well, he hung out with me and my dad a couple times, man. And
Yeah.
you remember what happened in the grocery store parking lot when
Oh
somebody cut him?
man. Oh man. Let's just say it's not live friendly.
Yeah, exactly. So he's he still got it in him, but he literally you have to like my brother brings out of him every time. So I mean, and you know
Fucking
which one
Marlo.
I'm talking about. So
Yeah.
Quabi says, glad they got it in the right hand. We got Forever Alone says, LOL, I seen the other video. Dunks had the wrong address. Call him out. I mean, we went down the rigmarole of why it's the wrong address. Like when you explained it, I knew it wasn't
Yeah.
you.
I didn't have the wrong address.
You were Dunks was given the wrong address. He didn't type it in wrong. He was given the wrong address. But yeah, Forever Alone says, did the people when they got the shoes make you pay to get them back or what? They ain't open. I don't think them people probably didn't even know what it
No.
was. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't open the box. Like
Yeah.
I said it earlier in the story. Like I said, they didn't even open the box. They 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 already knew that eventually somebody was gonna come looking for them.
That was nice though. You know, that's
Yeah,
yeah,
and that's how I see. I feel like they knew somebody was gonna come look for them.
yeah.
And I'm sure they knew it had to be somebody in the area.
True, true, valid. Big Money Sonny says you need to save Dunk's address as his contact info. I gotta get the right one first.
Hey man, hey, we're all good, everybody. Hey,
Salute
you
to
guys
Big
know
Money
you got.
Sonny, man.
Yeah, what's up, Sonny? But you, like I said, you guys already know that I was in the middle of moving, man. So you guys already know my mind wasn't fully there. I was just focused on making sure I got everything to the right place in the timely manner.
Got you, got you.
So when you guys big stuff like that going on, little stuff slips through the cracks. But it wasn't me. Let's just
Right.
get that confirmed.
Yeah, you went to this person that got to another person, they got it wrong.
Yeah, like I say, and regardless, it all worked out, and they came home. So let's just celebrate that.
Most definitely. Let's see. Manuel the Kicks got the skeleton heads, blah blah street. Yeah, Dunks almost dropped the ball earlier. And Breezing the South says, what's up, sold out fam? It's been a minute. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Breezing, what up?
What's up, Breeze?
Kwame says, yo, what's good at Breeze in the South? Manuel the Kick says, yo, Breeze. Breeze says, I gotta catch up on some videos. Jay dropped that anticipated video. Most definitely, man. See, it's little moments like that that make me thankful that I took the time to do that video. Because my other videos, the whole setup, I tell everybody on the typical setup, you give me an hour, I will give you a video. This one was not no hour. So not even an hour to shoot it, then another X amount of hours to edit it. That took me back like I was back in film school for a second. Many with the Kick says, yes, sir, Bing Bong and Breezing. I got more heat on the way already. 3 big pickups, no cap. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We've been on a joint hour and 30 minutes. Did we touch on the Nike fake shoes? Let's finish that up real quick, and then we'll pretty much sum it on out here real quick, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through. That's been in and out. Smash a like button. Really goes a long way. I'm gonna put myself back on. I'm gonna share the screen real quick again for the Nike lawsuit because I think that's where we kind of got stuck in there.
Yeah.
This is pretty much the NFT situation where Nike calls out more fakes. It says, as Nike's lawsuit against StockX over the NFT related trademark infringement and alleged counterfeit goods approaches trial, the companies are engaged in a dispute over evidence. The lawsuit is now in its discovery phase, a period in which involve parties exchanging details pertaining to evidence and witness in preparation for trial. On Monday, lawyers for both the plaintiff and the defendant submitted their sides of the argument, outlining what they say they are inadequate submissions of the discovery. StockX accuses Nike of stonewalling, and they got that in parentheses or quotations is the correct term for those, to distract from its own alleged misdoings and in issuing an in or inordinate amount of evidence requests to bury the resale market. It's caused the request for emissions to decomplective, burdensome, and inappropriate. Asks that they be rejected by the court and claims that Nike has failed to produce inadequate pretrial evidence. Specifically, it says the Oregon-based sportswear brand has not provided details as to how it identifies counterfeit product, nor has it addressed the presence of the alleged unauthorized Nikes on the secondary market. Okay, so sounds like where they're at right now, Nike has not provided proof of how they're saying that they're fake. So that's what pretty much StockX lawyers is working on. So this is the discovery phase where I guess Nike needs to submit more evidence, and if it's not enough evidence, if that other team doesn't seem it's enough evidence, they'll go to court and let a judge decide if it's enough evidence. That's my best guess. Said StockX lawyers also center it on Nike's claim of the trademark disillusion and the harm of reputation, alleging that the swoosh itself has failed to control backdooring and has faced public criticisms, including worker conditions and controversy surrounding Lance Armstrong. I mean, that's a fact. That's a fact too.
Didn't the dude get all his medals stripped for like injecting other people's blood?
I don't quote me, but I think he did lose. I don't know why, but he lost. He did lose some medals.
I think that was why he was like injecting himself with other people's blood or something like that.
Ill.
Very disgusting. Yeah,
that was ill.
The things, the links you go to be is number one.
I guess.
Isn't that like almost like a hazard? Like, isn't that like almost like pretty much like suicide? Like, why would you?
I mean, yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, you're.
Yeah, why would you put like a completely different? Even though me and my brother, well, you know the situation. I still wouldn't put his blood in me. You know.
Yeah.
Because we're still two different people.
Yeah, y'all got a different mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, different DNA. You know, I mean, we're the same, but we're different. You know.
Yeah, your DNA is only gonna match. Even when they do a DNA test for a child, like it's gonna say it's a percentage, you know, and it's usually like 99.9%, you know, but like it's still like the reason that 1% is off is because that child has a mixture of its own set of DNA that neither one of us is. It's gonna have a blend, but it's not gonna have, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna have that. So that's why it can never be 100%. So yeah, I think that's the one thing you don't need to do. Like I'm no doctor. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Let me read this. It says to test whether Nike's allegations are accurate and whether StockX is in fact harmed Nike's reputation. StockX is entitled to discovery into what reputation is. The lawyer's letters read. Okay. So it says StockX calls out Nike for its claim against the defendant authentication process, saying that the sneaker brand has not provided discovery on related or identical claims made by other secondary markets. Nike responds says, or lack of thereof, to other third-party resellers claiming like 100% authentic or guaranteed authentic. In connection with Nike's product, it's plainly relevant that to the customer's understanding of StockX claim. The letter reads, digital sneakers and NFTs, which Nike has invested heavily in, are also mentioned with StockX claim to Swish has not disclosed which products it has sold so far. If it's simply impossible to believe that Nike does not have documents relating to each of its digital sneaker products it has sold, StockX lawyer said. This information is plainly is relevant to accessing the proximity of the trademarks and the likelihood of the confusion. Okay, so they don't even know. StockX claiming they don't even know what they sold, how much they sold.
Okay.
I mean, they know. So, I guess they don't want to give it over to Nike.
Yeah, they know.
And if I think this, honestly, if we had to really sum it all up, what this is about, it's about that Nike You test your nerve on that one, Stock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, as for Nike, its lawyers say the requests for the admissions are necessary to ultimately reduce trial time. It says that thus far, Discovery has shown StockX authenticated, and they got that in quotations, and facilitated the sale 78 fake shoes reported to oh yeah, it says okay, sells 78% fake shoes reputed to by the Nike's 3 dozens of their sold in a single buyer. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I heard that somewhere too. Like I saw this in another article, I think. Um it said they sold 78 pairs of fake shoes. So Nike's called 78. But is that really I got a question. Is that really a lot though? If Nike was able to buy 78 pairs of shoes from stock or able to buy X amount of shoes and 78% of them came or 78 of those shoes came fake. Um Considering how much shoes StockX sells, that 78 could be out of what? A million? And then if that's like
Just think about this. Let's just say, if you want to use a number,
okay.
uh, let's just say they bought 1,000 pair. Let's just say that. That 78 out of those 1,000 pair were fake. Yeah, it's alarming because that's, like I say, once again, I'm gonna use it. There's one too many pair, but still, I mean, on a larger scale, you still got what? Uh, what's that? 922. That's real.
Yeah, so he
932.
did.
That's real.
Yeah, so they write at like 10% or right below it
Yeah.
of fakes.
So
You know what I'm saying? Is that really a bad number if they 10% of it? But I mean, you think but I've been saying this since day one. I don't see how any company I'll say that I don't see how they can always claim 100%. They a lot of them finna change that 100%. Well, see, if you look at eBay, they already covered their ass. They didn't put a 100% guarantee authentic. They didn't put a percentage. They didn't put a number. Goat didn't put a number. They'll if you ask them, they gave we've done articles and stuff where that they know what their numbers are as far as
mhm.
real versus fakes. But as far as like 100% authentic, that is something StockX kind of put out there. Other companies may have had it, but StockX kind of blew up with it.
Mhm.
And so if you think about any cleaning product or anything else you buy, if you look on a label, when they say it's like effectiveness, it always says like 99% or 98%. It never says 100% because that's that little loophole they linger where, hey,
If you try to sue them, like, yeah, we didn't guarantee it.
yeah, we didn't guarantee XYZ and we didn't say why we don't have to. When you can take them to a court of law and you're gonna lose because that 1% is like that loophole. But see, that's why
That one
that's why
percent is like
StockX
that hundred
changed
percent.
exactly, and that's why StockX changed that from it's no longer like 100% authenticity guaranteed. It's like StockX verified.
Yeah.
That is the worst. No disrespect.
Verify could mean that you guys verifying that, yeah, we have the shoe in stock.
Yeah, like
That could be very broad, you know.
well, we went. I did a video on that as well, and my thing of that is like not only just verifying you have the shoe, but they just inspected that it has the stuff that it comes with it. It's not like a full thorough check. At least, and I'm not trying to defend eBay. At least they got it where you can see what these people are. At least, not saying they get it right all the time either. At least you can see that they're actually looking over your shoe and touching it and really trying to, I know
Yeah.
the girl with the tricks, with the finger tricks. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm
No,
saying?
they even showed a video where she got one wrong.
Yeah, as I said, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect.
Okay, two
But yeah,
J's.
so I mean,
Nobody. What you say?
nobody,
Nobody.
no,
We said nobody bets.
nobody
We said
bets,
nobody bets
nobody
twice.
bets 1,000. He said nobody bets 1,000. I said it's one of those like no matter how you slice it and dice it, it just don't sound good. I ain't trying to pick on him. Salutes to everything he's done. Y'all know I don't be putting other people's name in my mouth, but like salutes to what he's done. But at the same time, no, he's just living proof that nobody's perfect. I guess my only issue is where he talked the hustler talk when that may be a hustler, but he wasn't moving like one. He does, because he grinds, but also when other little issues come up, sometimes you can settle them a different way, and that's just my only thing about it. I don't got nothing against the guy.
Yeah.
I don't know him, never met him. And if I win and or if I do come to Vegas, and when we do get that sold out, um, we're gonna do that sold out convention in Vegas because we speaking into existence. When we get to that level and get it there, then yeah, sure. If I'm in the area, I'm gonna check out the store. I don't got nothing against them. You know what I'm saying? Will I cop? I don't know.
Make sure
I
you
mean,
get that gigantic. Make sure you buy that big bread brick. Make sure you buy that gigantic brick bear that he has in the middle of the floor.
the bear brick. I mean, I
Bear
want one.
brick, yeah.
I don't need nothing. See, I just want a little
Uh,
smaller.
that,
I
that
think
one, he
for real.
probably want like $7 or $8 for that one.
I think on the speaking of bear brick, I think on the what's Pharrell's joint ice cream and all them. I think they're selling
Yeah.
bear bricks. I think
Really?
yeah, I think they
Ice
got
cream.
some special bear bricks.
An ice cream. Wow.
Yeah, ice cream them. Yeah, I think so. Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna put
I
it back
still,
on.
I still want the Running Fox jeans.
Oh, for real? No, I don't think they put them out no more.
Now you're gonna have to get them vintage, and
Billionaires Boys Club is his joint, right?
Yeah.
Billionaire. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up. Of course, don't pull up the movie because I don't want to see the movie. Okay, because it's a movie.
We burnt that motherfucker up.
Yeah, hold on. Let me share my screen real quick. Boom. I'm gonna see if I can find if they still got it on here. Man, this is crazy. Am I on the right joint? Billionaires. Okay, here we go. I just want to see if I can find the little bear brick or something like that. I don't know where I saw this joint. I don't know how I found it. Hold on. I'm about to try though. Where we at? It may already be gone. Maybe I just need to pick a category. Accessories. Would it fall under that? Let's see. Y'all bear with the kid. He may not have them on here no more, but they had some bear bricks though, and I'm almost positive I saw it on here.
Maybe in Japan.
Possibly, but I could have sworn they had them right on his website. So these the socks and stuff, which I'm in debt, dog. When I tell y'all, if y'all see my sneaker collection and y'all compare it to my socks, you're gonna be like, yo, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like, yo, how you got these shoes and got? I don't no cap, y'all. I think I'm at 5 pairs of socks. No, total, man. I got just enough to be I got just enough to be dangerous, man. Yeah, I don't see it on here, man. But yeah, I thought I was gonna be able to pull it up. Oh, there they go right there. They coming up. I know it's a little delay on your end. Give it a few seconds. You'll see what I'm talking about.
No, we good.
The chat be a little delayed too. I think that's just the internet connections, and we already probably pushing it to the quote unquote limits. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's the Metacom joint. They got a Garfield joint. They got a Starfield.
I like those human-made socks.
Huh?
No, I'm saying I like those human-made socks that they had up there.
Okay, yeah.
$785. You can keep it.
Oh, which one? You see that one that's 1,000 something?
Oh yeah,
the very very first one. Sheesh.
Yeah, Starfield astronaut.
Yeah, I want one bad, and actually they still the Garfield joint sold out.
They're all sold out.
No, not all of them. That 1200 joint still there. The 1200
sold out.
No, it don't. Not the Starfield. Oh, it dope. Am I who tripping right now? You see this? They got the Toon Squad joint. That's dope. Majority of them are sold out though.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got a lot of these joints. They got the Marvin the Marsh one looks kind of cool too. That one's going there. You're gonna see that one in a second too. It's still if you want a majority of them are sold out, but if you really want one, you can really get one. And they got more too.
Yeah.
These actually, but see, this is my thing. When I be looking at stuff like this, I'm like, man, you could put this towards your sneaker that you've been trying to catch too. That's be my gray area with these. But yeah, I knew they had bear bricks. This is crazy. I wouldn't mind having a few for the crib though, but the bag, you know what I'm saying? I ain't, like I said, I ain't rubbing nickels and dimes, but I'm trying to see what makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Well, look at that Breaking Bad one. That one was cool. I like that one.
They got a Chucky joint. You about to see that one too? That Chucky joint look, hey, It's 980 though, but that Chucky joint looking right though. When you see it, when it come up on your
Yeah, I
screen,
see it. I see it. Yeah.
yeah, that Chucky joint looking right. I don't
Man.
know. I don't know about no 900 though.
Sheesh.
I don't know about no. You know what I'm saying? Like I love shoes. It's different, you know. Oh, they got a
It's,
necklace joint. You see the necklace joint?
it's just a big Lego.
Yeah, basically. And they got a necklace joint, but I'm like, the necklace price ain't looking that bad. One 700, one 200, but I'm like, they don't look good though. Like I wouldn't want to wear that. Would you want to wear that necklace?
Uh,
Give it a
I haven't
second.
seen the necklace yet. Yeah.
Give it a second. It's gonna come up on your joint. You'll see it. I'm gonna leave it there. So freaking weird. I don't know. I don't.
Okay. I see the necklace.
Would you want to wear that?
Yeah, I wear it.
Of course. It's not shiny enough. It's dull, man.
It's supposed to be like patina, right?
I guess so. Like I just need to. It's these images online too don't help the situation because it seems like how do we know what the actual sizing? Maybe you got to click on one.
Yeah. It'll give you like a rope link.
I guess says weight is 1.7 pounds, and then okay, so it stands at 2.2 inches. So that ain't even that big though. Pause.
So it's probably like that big, maybe.
Yeah. Oh hell no! For that price though.
Oh yeah, and there's okay. So you see the big bears, and they have little tiny ones beside it. Is that like the comparison?
Let me look at this Bob the Builder joint. So I guess so. I think this one is sold out anyway. It says Walter
That's
White.
Pharrell. That's Pharrell.
Oh, it's the
Pharrell
Walter.
Williams and Minions. That doesn't look like Pharrell.
Nah, I don't. But yeah, they trying to get what the average height is. This one stands 11 inches, so which
A little
is
bit under a foot.
yeah, yeah. So none of these are actually like this. Doesn't this sounds weird? But none of these are like actually like big. You know what I'm saying?
Pause.
Yeah. Pause. Big time. This one says 100%. That's 28 inches. So what?
A little bit over 2 feet.
A little over 2 feet, and this is 1,200. I think they all are. I think you're right though. They may all be sold out because as I click on one, let me see. Let me show the color. Yeah, I think they're pretty much all sold out. Even though the whole site isn't fully updated, I think it is.
Yeah,
it's not. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's still. You probably just gotta do a little bit of fishing if you was to like. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do some fishing because not all of them say sold out. So yeah, you'll have to like figure it out. But as I click on them, you may be right. All of them may be like officially sold out. So yeah, this is weird. Yeah, I think all of them may be sold out. So
yeah.
It don't all, even though they all don't say it. So I just want to bring that to y'all attention real quick. We've been on this joint an hour and 53 minutes. We're gonna close it out right at the 2 hour mark, man. Let me
I'm hungry.
most definitely, man. We got to get Dunk something to eat. I'm gonna just go through this last little part of the StockX joint. We'll talk upcoming releases, which all we know about is the Chicago.
Whoa, I like that Snoopy. I like that Snoopy one.
Yeah, it was dope. I'm gonna read the rest of this article real quick. Let's see. Nike requests a breakdown of each transaction for each of its good discrete facts, which StockX can succinctly answer Nike's letter. For 78 fake shoes, Nike served 5 or 6 requests for admission for each transaction, seeking confirmation that the documents, such as receipts, are true copies that accurately reflect transactions. The accounts for 421 of the 427 requests in the set. The remaining 6 requests require StockX to admit or deny other information regarding StockX authentication process. Nike knows, I think, where they're going to win this one is, I don't think Nike is really the eye of the beholder to really call it and what's real versus fake. You can't argue that from the parent company. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna make the final say so of where, hey, if it didn't come from XYZ, and I'm pretty sure Nike has not only in the shoe, but they know like where certain shoes are probably shipped out of, certain which factories. they're probably going off that. If that part is off, where they have like a certain factory number and it's coming one of the ones where, hey, we did not contract this factory to make this shoe, Nike going, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to defend Nike, but
Hmm.
that's where I feel like the win, they got an automatic win on it.
Yeah.
Nike responds goes on the address each of StockX requests for a proposal, claims arguing that has the footwear brand has already provided enough documentation for many of the asks. It does, however, elaborate on some of the topics, including virtual sneakers, which it says it does not sell unless associated with NFT in the manufacturing process. So they're gonna lose that NFT joint off rip because Nike never had one. You can't sell something the I would think the parent company got to create it first. Um, StockX is requesting technical specifications and manufacturing standards for Nike goods, which are highly commercially sensitive documents that Nike is loath to share with a party accused of counterfeiting. The letters read StockX advertised for years without these documents. That is authenticated process guarantees that 100% of their goods sold on a platform are genuine. Nike also takes aim at StockX criticism of the public perception, arguing that the marketplace built its business off of its reputation. Okay, yeah, so this makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to have to get, yeah, the discovery conference for the dispute was held yesterday in Southern District Court of New York. StockX issued complex the following statement. While we can't comment on the pending litigations, the litigations, the content in our filing speaks up for itself. We stand by our verification process as one of the first and the best in the industry in the first 11 months of 2022. StockX protected customers by rejecting nearly 300,000 products worth more than 80 million. Nike did not respond to requests for comment. Of course, Nike don't have nothing to say, and I'm not surprised because they trying to take it all the way to trial. Um, Hopefully they don't end up like the boy Tory Lanez, um, you know. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it for that. Um, we've been on this joint right at what, an hour and 56 minutes. Upcoming releases, we're gonna close things out, and we should be back on this joint Saturday. If not, we'll give you guys an update in the Discord. But upcoming releases, what we got left to close you out? The Jordan 2, um, yeah, the Jordan
Chicago.
Chicago's. What's your thoughts on
Yeah.
those? Close it out. What's your thoughts?
Uh. Uh. I don't know. I may try my hand at them. There's nothing that I'm really gonna wake up early for. So if I do wake up and go for them and don't get them, I'm not gonna be mad.
So it's not a must-have. You're saying?
Yeah, yeah. Nah, I rather others. I much rather have. Let's just say that.
Okay, yeah. So
I rather catch up before I rather catch up on some of the other stuff that I want before I just jump onto something new. I want to get what I know I want.
true, true. Yeah, same here. Like it's just how I'm feeling that day. To be honest, I may wake up and grab them. I may just, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm really on the fence.
And
That's
if
the
you
best.
don't, and if you don't get them, you're not gonna be mad, honestly.
Yeah, it's one
Because
of those. Yeah, yeah,
even
you
still,
right.
if you get, if even still, if you catch them on the back end, if you catch them on resale, how much are you really gonna be out of pocket?
Right now, anyway. So I mean,
Maybe, yeah. I'm saying, I mean, at most with the resale, you're only gonna really pay for the shoe twice.
yeah, and that's where you want to be. That used to be the whole resale game. You just got to buy the shoe twice.
Hmm.
Like, and back then we used to trip, but I'm like, I'll do it because I really want those. You know what I'm saying? We don't even think about
Yeah, yeah.
it. Let me catch up on the chat, and then we're gonna close things out. Um, let's see. Let's see where we at. Kwame says, "What's good, Breeze in the South?" Manny with a kick says, "Yo, Breeze." And Breeze says, "Read that one, yes sir." Bing Bong from Manny with a kick, read that one. Kwame says, "I want one of those cars figures." I feel you. That's pretty much what we were talking about. Oh yeah, I would. Yeah, I would like to have one of the cars joints too. They be having some fire stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
here's better. I think here's better,
I think yeah,
honestly.
everything. Yeah, I don't know about quality, but overall, like setup, yeah, I think theirs are better. I mean, I gotta get some. I mean, literally, I mean, it's behind me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah.
just their stuff is just different.
I
Um.
got a homie who got the who got it tattooed on his leg, the
Oh
whole
wow.
cause figure. So yeah.
I mean, I may do a little something. You know what I'm saying? This would be dope. Let's see. Man with the Kick says, nice, Kwame, and I wouldn't mind a Bear Brick Supreme. That would be dope. Man with the Kick says, pass on the Jordan 2 Chicago. For me, I got some gifts for Christmas that made me skip. Okay, I feel you. Kwame says, they so much money resale for what you get though. Yeah, true. And they expensive off top too, if you really think about it. Like, I mean, because
Hmm.
honestly, it's not like a shoe where it's like I'm gonna get my money and wear it, even though a lot of people hold them. What you gonna do with it? You gonna stand it up for decorations? I mean, I like that type of decorations in my crib though. So I mean, I wouldn't pay resale, but if I can catch one for retail, I would like to have something lining up in the living room or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, let's see. Kwame said, read that one. Man with the Kick says, facts, Kwame. Sheesh, I'm waiting on the sale to get one. SISA says, Jay, did you ever get a pair of Jordan for a cause for the collection? I mean, we just have to wait and you just gotta check it out. Check it out. Check it out. A lot of people already know because I did. I'll say this. It's check it out on the my entire sneaker collection, and also just do a search on my channel for cause, and we'll should give you your answers. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a video been done on one, so that's a hint for you. Um Let's see. Definitely, yeah, I'll just leave it there. Kwame says, word at Manny Breathing South says, looking forward to the Music Monday. Most definitely. You can tell me and Dunks. That one, if you think our sneaker stuff gets heated, I already know the music. We may be on it. We're gonna be on Music Mondays way longer than what we need to be. I don't think me and Dunks gonna have a dull moment on there. We're gonna have me and Dunks before we started, we're gonna have a little conversation like, hey, where we really trying to take it or something. I don't know. Something because I know that's gonna be just juicy content. Pause. Um, Jay Brooks says, "I feel the same about the Chicago twos, like M, but don't need them." Yeah, feel you. SI says, "Happy New Year's, all be safe. Most definitely, Happy New Year's to you." SISA. Mike Perez says, "My boy Jeremy 100 salutes, bro. What up? What up? Salute, 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 salute." Appreciate all the people that's coming through. I think I'm pretty much caught up on the chat. We've been on this joint for a little over 2 hours and 2 minutes. Y'all smash the like button. Sub up to the channel if you haven't done so already. If you like content about sneakers, again, you are in the right place. You know what I'm saying? If you like sneaker content, looks like we lost Dunks, but I believe he's going to come back on here just in a second. Let's see. Kwame says, you too. We got Breathing the South says, I just seen the Discord y'all wilding with the top groups. Most definitely, most definitely. But anyway, Dunks, I was closing us out, just FYI, making sure that we close things up. But again, if you like sneaker content, you're in the right place. Sub up. Me and Dunks are going live every Wednesdays and Saturdays, and now starting Mondays because the New Year is going there. So Music Mondays. So like Breezen said, we definitely gonna be bringing in some juicy topics on those. And other than that, the grind don't stop. Check out my sneaker collection video. And of course, man, we will be back Saturday with a quick live, not a long one, but a quick one. We're not gonna do 2 hours on Saturday. It's New Year's and it's time to chill, relax, bringing the year the right way. Hopefully, I know I'm gonna be on several paper planes in the crib, but I will be in the sky. So, with all that being said, man, we will be back Saturday for a quick live, man. Y'all sub up, smash the like button, and of course, thank y'all for coming through. And if y'all haven't signed up for the Discord, go ahead and do that. And I'm gonna let Dunks take us out.
All right, man. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas and a better New Year. Just stay safe. Just remember, New Year's is a time where people like to get crazy. So, just try to keep it together. Stay safe. Hopefully, you're not in that crazy group or the crazy group member. So, yeah, with that, just be safe, man. Let's bring in the new year right. And at the top of the year, man, got that Music Monday coming, man. So, hope you guys join us. We're bringing a lot more next year.
Most definitely, man. And we're officially out this thing, man. Peace.
Peace.
Six. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next, so feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm balling on the West Wall. If you told me back then, oh, I never would've guessed, so now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net home. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next, so feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm balling on the West Wall. If you told me back then, oh, I never would've guessed, so now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net, hey. I said I've been saving, dog, let me see the money, hey. Now I'm popping, oh, they looking at me funny, hey. I was in the rain waiting for these sunny days. Made it through, you can't tell me I don't love to say. On my way to that show, told them pipe down, I don't need no hoes. I've been out with my bros, even back then I knew I'd grow. Now I'm knocking down these doors, they ain't keeping up when I switch these flows. They don't want no smoke, can't get hot, I can been so low. I've been trying to get it, told them I'ma run it up. Out all night, so I told them go and fill my cup. Now they texting, but back then they never showed me love. They been hating since day one, dog, you looking sus. Now they switching sides, I can't mess with y'all. I could tell they ain't real, I can't get involved. Ooh, I seen them now, and they tryna call. Ooh, this summer's mine, but they tryna watch me fall. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next, so feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm balling on the West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed, so now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next, so feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm balling on the West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed, so now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next, so feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm balling on the West Wall. If you told me back then, oh, I never would've guessed, so now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net home. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next, so feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm balling on the West Wall. If you told me back then, oh, I never would've guessed, so now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net, hey. I said I've been saving, dog, let me see the money, hey. Now I'm popping, oh, they looking at me funny, hey. I was in the rain waiting for these sunny days. Made it through, you can't tell me I don't love to say. On my way to that show, told them pipe down, I don't need no hoes. I've been out with my bros, even back then I knew I'd grow. Now I'm knocking down these doors, they ain't keeping up when I switch these flows. They don't want no smoke, can't get hot, I can been so low. I've been trying to get it, told them I'ma run it up. Out all night, so I told them go and fill my cup. Now they texting, but back then they never showed me love. They been hating since day one, dog, you looking sus. Now they switching sides, I can't mess with y'all. I could tell they ain't real, I can't get involved. Ooh, I seen them now, and they tryna call. Ooh, this summer's mine, but they tryna watch me fall. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next, so feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm balling on the West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed, so now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next, so feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm balling on the West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed, so now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next, so feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm balling on the West Wall. If you told me back then, oh, I never would've guessed, so now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net home. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next, so feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm balling on the West Wall. If you told me back then, oh, I never would've guessed, so now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net, hey. I said I've been saving, dog, let me see the money, hey. Now I'm popping, ooh, they looking at me funny, hey. I was in the rain waiting for these sunny days.